Israel claims to have killed Hezbollah financial chief in Syria strike.
BRICS summit discusses many hot issues.
Silent steps on the rails.
You are watching today's news on NTV. Let's begin our bulletin with the latest news on the ongoing war in the Middle East. The Israeli army has claimed responsibility for the attack on Syrian capital and the killing of the head of Hezbollah's financial unit.
The statement was made by Israel military spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, who said that the target was the leader of Hezbollah's Unit 4400, responsible for managing funds and distributing money to the group through Iranian oil sales. Earlier, Syria's defense ministry announced the death of 2 people and 3 others injured in a strike attributed to Israel and targeting a car in Damascus. The targeted area was where a memorial being held for Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, who was killed by Israel last week in Gaza. This incident coincides with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken's visit to Lebanon to seek solutions to the Gaza conflict and the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah.
The summit of the Group of Leading Emerging Economies, also called as BRICS, has kicked off in Kazan City in Russia to discuss many hot issues, and historic agreements are planned during the 3-day conference.
This summit is the largest BRICS event to date, attracting representatives from 32 countries and international organizations, including UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres. Economic cooperation, trade agreements and challenges faced by BRICS members will top the agenda. Leaders and partners will discuss solutions to enhance cooperation in response to global geopolitical and economic tensions. The summit also is an opportunity for BRICS nations to address urgent issues such as the crisis in the Middle East and the bloc's long-term development strategy, especially after BRICS has expanded and accepted new members. With the participation of many countries and international organizations, BRICS is increasingly asserting its significant role in shaping the global future.
At the 8th section of the 15th National Assembly, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính presented a report on the implementation of the 2024 Socio-Economic Development Target and the proposed plan for 2025. Accordingly, Vietnam strives to rank 31st to 33rd in the world in terms of GDP size by the end of 2025.
The Prime Minister stressed that the global context in 2024 is complex and unpredictable, but in the first 9 months of the year, Vietnam achieved significant results and higher than the same period in most areas. GDP growth in the first 9 months of 2024 reached 6.82%, with an annual estimate of 6.8 to 7%, placing Vietnam among the countries with high growth rates in the region and in the world. In 2025, Vietnam will set a GDP growth target of about 6.5 to 7% and strive to achieve higher growth rates, 7 to 7.5%, so that by the end of 2025, the country would rank 31st to 33rd in the world in terms of GDP size, with GDP per capita reaching about $4,900 US.
Coming up next are some updated news.
In the first 9 months of 2024, Nay and Province's GRDP growth is estimated at 8.30%, ranking second in the North Central region and 16th nationwide. The industrial and construction sectors led the growth with a 13% increase, contributing 51% to the overall growth. The total export turnover rose by 32.01% compared to the same period last year. Nayan is becoming a center for producing several export items such as electronics and textiles.
The World Health Organization, WHO, confirmed that Vietnam has successfully eliminated trachoma, marking a significant milestone in improving global health. According to WHO, trachoma was a public health problem in 4 provinces of Vietnam. About 30 years ago, 1.7% of the population in these high-risk areas required surgery to prevent blindness due to trachoma. However, by 2023, the incidence rate has dropped to below 0.2%, which is the threshold required for WHO validation of elimination of trachoma as a public health issue. WHO added that Vietnam's application of the SAFE strategy focusing on surgery, antibiotics, face hygiene and environmental improvements have been instrumental in this decline.
The National Center for Hydrometeorological Forecasting reported that last night, a tropical depression in the eastern Philippines strengthened into typhoon called Trami and is expected to enter the South China Sea around October 25th. From the afternoon of October 24th, the eastern water of the North Sea will experience strong winds up to level 8, with wind speed near the typhoon's center reaching levels 9 to 10 and gusts up to level 12. To proactively respond to rain and storm conditions, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development has suggested that coastal provinces from Quang Ninh to Binh Dinh closely monitor forecast updates, inform vessel owners and ensure safety for people and property, maintain communications in order to promptly handle possible bad situations, have forces and means ready to rescue when needed.
When it comes to the railway industry, we often think of train driver and railway signalmen. However, there are people with silent but very important contribution to ensure safe train journey. They are often referred to as maintenance worker.
Simple tools like wrenches, pliers, small hammers and flashlights accompany maintenance workers, but these tools play an essential role in ensuring the safety of each train journey.
I've been working here for over 22 years as train maintenance worker. We inspect and repair the carriages to ensure that the trains arrive safely at their destination while guaranteeing the safety of passengers and goods.
The biggest pressure of train maintenance worker is time. Each train stops at the station for only 5 to 10 minutes, requiring technicians to rush to their assigned positions, getting down under each train carriage to perform technical checks and remaining vigilant until the train departs.
When we spot faults, we have very little time to fix it. Team members have to cooperate and work diligently. When there's an incident, our team leader calls everyone to quickly complete the task.
Behind every train departure are the silent steps of these maintenance workers, the doctors who examine the train to ensure the absolute safety for passengers and goods throughout the northern and southern routes.
The last news has ended our bulletin today. Thanks for your watching and see you next time.